Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Something that I've been thinking about that I want to talk to you about is, you know, the whole purpose of this channel is to, I guess, put a spotlight on the difficulty it is to use dividends to retire if you have 10 years or left to actually make this type of investment. So, like you, I have spent a lot of time watching other people's videos on dividends, and I noticed that they use things like M1 investment platform or Robinhood, I guess is another one. Well, those are awesome platforms to use if you're in your 20s and 30s and you have all this time to invest. Well, here again, we don't have that kind of time. So what I want to show you are some hard numbers on how we can actually combat the theory that you do not have to actually have your dividend investments in blue chip stocks, or as sometimes known as the dividend aristocrats. So what we're going to do here is we're going to show a modest investment starting with $1,000. Now, something I've been noticing with these other platforms is that you can allocate different, I guess, stock investments. So if you were to take $1,000 investment, it would take that $1,000 and it would divvy it up in between these stocks here. So, you're looking at McDonald's with a share price of $225. You got 3M at $194, Microsoft at $236, and so on. Well, if you take that $1,000 initial investment, it's going to give you zero point 0.4 shares of McDonald's, 0.47 of 3M, 0.38 of Microsoft, 0.75 of Apple, and so on. So you're going to get a total share count of 10.5 shares. Now, if you look at the yields that each of these stocks are giving, that's going to give you an average of 3.27. Now, let's walk over here and get an idea of something that I'm going to be doing in our 10-year journey. Taking that same $1,000, I'm looking at stocks that are paying over 10% yield annually. So in my portfolio right now, some of the stocks I have is Orchid, Cornerstone, DHT, Nordic American Tanker, and you look at what they're paying, or I'm sorry, what they cost per share. So our $1,000 investment is going to give us a little over 15 shares of Orchid, 6.8 of Cornerstone, 13.9 of DHT, 23.4 of NAT. So now you look down here at the bottom, and we have a total share count of 160.78. So with my portfolio, we have 160.78 shares versus the dividend aristocrats at 10.52. Now, how does that equate into our return? Well, it's real simple. If you look here, the dividend aristocrat is going to pay you $32.69 annually, or $2.72 per month. Where with our portfolio, we're looking at 150 annually, or $10.64 per month. So if you come up here and put these numbers into perspective, what you're seeing is that our portfolio currently is going to give us $10.64 per month versus their $2.72 per month, which is a difference of $7.92. Now you take that over the entire year, that's a difference of $94.98. So, you kind of look at the math, and it's really kind of simple to say, hey, where best should I be investing my money if all I have is 10 years to do this in? So also what I've done here is I've taken and I've tried to compare apples to apples. And because a lot of times people say, well, hey, where does the rubber meet the road? So I took Nuveen, which has a current share price of $6.51. It has a current dividends per share payout of 0.82. And I came over here on my list and I found where is it? Here it is. Apple. Apple's also paying 0.82 dividends per share. So here we should be comparing apples to apples. Pardon the pun. So if we take our $1,000 investment at $6.51, that's going to give us 153.61 shares. Annually, that's going to pay us $125.96 or monthly $10.50 for an annual yield of $12.60. We're going to take the same information here now with Apple, and we're going to see that it has a current share price of $121.21. So our $1,000 investment is going to net us going to net us 8.25 shares with an annual return of $6.77 or monthly 56 cents, and their yield is 0.68. So you put this down here again into perspective, and you see that JQC is going to pay you $10.50 per month, where Apple, for the same investment, is going to pay you 56 cents per month. That's a difference of $9.93 or $119.19 per year. That's huge. And some people will make the argument, well, Apple's a stronger company. It has more history with paying dividends. Well, that's true. But again, we're doing something different here. We're trying to make a 10-year portfolio that's going to secure our retirement for us. So we're going to have to be a little more aggressive, and some of our stocks may not be as strong as these dividend aristocrats. But at the end of the day, if you invest correctly, I should say correctly, I guess wisely is a better word, I believe that we'll be able to achieve our goal. So again, if you look at these yields in my current portfolio, we're at over 13%, 13.8, 14, 16.5. Here, we got 24.55% annual yield. This is what we're after. We're after companies that do have a strong portfolio of their own that we're going to invest in. So take some time and kind of look through this. Like my little heading showing up here, it's kind of like the big lie that everybody's out there telling you, that you have to have these aristocrat type dividends in order to make it work. And it's just not true. So we're going to, I guess, combat this in our own way. And you know what, let me show you some different numbers here. I'm going to take our investment here from 1,000, and let's make it, let's just double it right now, say 2,000. So with a $2,000 investment, now down here, we're going to use this number. We're going to see that JQC is now outperforming Apple at $238 more per year. Let's take this number here, our investment. Let's go at $5,000, which seems to be the norm a lot of people talk with. So at $5,000, now we're looking at almost $600 extra per year in dividends. And if you go back here and look at how these numbers were allocated based off of what, I say McDonald's is at paying at their share price is $2.25. Here, still you only have basically 2 shares of McDonald's. 2 shares. I mean, 2 shares is going to give you 87 cents per month. What are you going to do at 87 cents? I don't see anything happening. But you come over here, and we just take our top stock on the line, which is Orchid, and it has a share price of $5.99. So that's going to give us 75.88 shares, or monthly $4.93 versus 87 cents. So, again, you got to look at the numbers. And that's what we're going after. We're going after high yield stocks. And I'm going to be showing you in later videos how you find these stocks. And I use TD Ameritrade as my trading platform. So if any of you are familiar with TD Ameritrade, then this is going to help you when I start showing you how to find these stocks. So on that, thanks again for watching, and look forward to seeing you in 10 years. Thanks and have a great day.